Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is December 31st. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody out there. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this briefing here in a car, I am on vacation in Hawaii. I've actually been sick the last few days, getting a little bit better now, but let's just go ahead and dive right into the forecast. We have a system off the coastline here. The bulk of this moisture is going to stay offshore here, but it could bring some light precipitation as we go through tonight and into early tomorrow morning out there. So it could interfere with some of the New Year's Eve festivities. So heads up for that. We'll take a look at that in some of the models here in a moment. Our next main storm is way out here, this cold air. You can see moving out towards the Aleutian Islands. This will move across the Pacific Ocean and impact the entire state of California coming up here as we go through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then we've got another storm system that'll swoop down and as we go through the weekend coming up. And I'll show you that here on the weather models in a moment as well. This is the GFS, hot off the presses. There goes that storm system with limited impacts here across the state of California. And then the next main storm, here it goes, starting to roll in here as we go through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You can see it pinwheeling down the coastline. It's going to bring precip all the way down towards Los Angeles and San Diego as well, hopefully bringing some much needed snowfall across the Sierra Nevada. Also, we'll take a look at that in some detail here in a moment. And then the next storm system setting up off the coastline here as well as we go through the weekend here. And again, just how far this sets up west or east is going to mean a big differences in the amount of precipitation here we get across the state of California. This is pretty chilly upper level low as well, so hopefully this can bring some snow with it through the weekend also. You scroll up into the future and we kind of open up this trough and bring a colder air mass here across much of the west through the extended also. Taking a look at Los Angeles, wanted to show this here one more time because there is some additional minor coastal flooding erosion during high tide Sunday. That's now basically ongoing as I speak here. So heads up for that. But the good news is the wave activity is on the wane here over the next few days. But we've got more on the way. Now taking a look at San Diego, this goes through 2 a.m. Monday, or very early tomorrow morning here. So, but again, should be on the wane for now. However, we do have more rounds of wave action coming for much of the state. I'm going to show you that here in a moment. Now, take a look at the NAM3 cam. I want to show you what's going on a little bit as we go through the day today and tonight. You can see some of that light precipitation affecting some of the coastal areas here and maybe even a little bit further inland as well. And if I go off into right there, that is midnight. So you can see maybe a few showers out and about or some light precipitation impacting some of Southern California here all the way on in through Monday morning there as that system slides off. And then we bring our next storm system here and you can clearly see it, maybe spreading some light precip as we go through Tuesday morning. But the stronger frontal system here will be arriving on Tuesday afternoon. And that's where the NAM3 cam, the high resolution model, wraps up. But you can see the stronger frontal system approaching the coastline at that point. This is going to move all the way down across Southern California as well. Now taking a look at the wave action here. So this is the European. That's actually hot off the presses. You can still see some of the enhanced wave activity here. And then we get a bit of a break here as we go through the next few days. But look at the next round of enhanced wave activity move towards the coastline with our next storm system there as well. So we have to be wary of that, especially when it coincides with some of the high tides here. You guys saw what happened last round. Then we get another bit of a break here, but then we're going to start to bring some more wave activity with the following system as we go through next weekend as well. Now let's go ahead, and my tablet's being a little slow this morning as you can see, but let's go ahead and look at the GFS. There goes our system kind of sliding harmlessly off to the south and east, but it could bring some of that light precip as I mentioned. Then our next storm system here, you can see kind of a potent frontal system bringing some maybe moderate heavy rain at times for the Bay Area and again sweeping down across Southern California. And the water is pretty warm off the coastline here, so we could have a chance of thunderstorms here as well. Some convectively enhanced precipitation is possible with this storm system. Hopefully it's bringing some mountain snow as well. And then by the time we get off into late Thursday night, looks like that system is pushing off to the south and east. You can see it bringing some precip across Arizona and New Mexico as well. And then we turn our eyes to a colder storm here and it starts to move down out of the northwest. And again, the trajectory of this low is going to be big deal here, because if you set it up a little bit further west, you're going to bring bigger amounts across the state of California. If you kind of bring it in a little bit further, which was known as an inside slider, the system will be much drier and have a lot less moisture to work with there. So we'll be watching that one closely over the next few days. Put that into motion, and you can kind of see that cooler air mass setting up over much of the west here, and a weak impulse kind of slides down there as well. But we'll worry about those details as we go through the next few days. Now, taking a look here, we've got the sea surface temperature anomaly. Just wanted to show you that the water is quite a ways above average here for much of the state of California. That's what could be enhancing any system that does move through over the next few weeks, as long as those above normal temperatures are present. Now, looking at 24-hour Kuchera ratio snow. So this is the European hot off the presses. I'm going to put this into motion here, and you can see, look, as we go through the day on afternoon Tuesday, start to build up some of that snow across Northern California and the Sierra Nevada. The European has been showing some pretty good snowfall amounts coming in here. I mean, it's not a major snowstorm, but beggars can't be choosers. Well, we're behind. We're playing catch up. We got to take what we can get. And we scroll through here, we're going to take a look at the weekend upcoming here. And again, it depends on just how much moisture the stick storm has to work with, but we could be looking at another round of snowfall here as we go through the weekend for the Sierra Nevada, maybe even some for Southern California here, depending on how things line up. Now, looking at San Diego International Airport, check it out. So this is that system upcoming here that's going to be starting as we go through the midweek period here. And some of the ensembles are pretty juicy for, up over an inch in a 24-hour period. You can see the control run is up over a half an inch. The mean is just below half an inch here. So, another rainy day coming here for portions of Southern California as we go on in through. This will be hitting probably on it Wednesday night on in through Thursday morning. Now, this is looking at the total precipitation in inches for San Francisco here. And you can clearly see the storm system bringing a nice amount of precipitation here. The control and the mean both have up over an inch by the time you get in towards about Wednesday afternoon. This would be right about there. Now, taking a look at Mammoth Yosemite Airport, check it out. This is the GFS. It's not showing major snowstorms, but it does show the 1-2 punch coming here. This is the initial system as we go through Tuesday and Wednesday, and then the next as we start to head towards the weekend here, and then potentially some storms out in the future there. We'll worry about those as we get closer. This is looking at Mount Shasta on the European. Not bad. It's showing, 8+ inches of snowfall here. We'll see how that trends tomorrow here, but, we'll take what we can get, right? Now, this is looking at the interactive map of the snow water equivalent, and the red here means that we are below 50% of where we should be at this time of year. And you can see that encompasses much of the Sierra Nevada here in Northern California. So we definitely need whatever kind of moisture we can get across the Sierra Nevada, especially in the form of snow. 6 to 10 day precipitation probability outlook. You can see kind of highlighting Arizona, New Mexico here, and California also included, Nevada, and above average all the way through January 9th. And we still have a few storms to go. So I agree with this as well. Here's 8 to 14 day also all the way through January 13th. Not a bad signal there for sure. And you can see that cooler than normal troughing trying to set up here as we go through January 13th also. So pretty strong signal for that. Now, taking one more look at things here. This is the GFS hot off the presses. This is 850 millibars at about 5,000 feet. And you can kind of see we are very sparse as far as cold air is concerned across the northern hemisphere. In fact, it's the lowest ever recorded since 1950. But things are going to cool down across the west here. But again, it's not as dramatic as it normally would be. Now, taking a look off in the extended forecast, you can kind of see that cooler air mass moving down here across a lot of the west. And this is kind of what the models have been hinting at here. But things have been changing back and forth in the models here. So we'll just kind of continue to watch this daily. You can see off through the extended shows another nice shot of cold air trying to move down across the Pacific Northwest and maybe eventually propagating down the West Coast a bit here. But yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing to get too excited about just yet. Hopefully these storms upcoming here, though, through the week and the weekend do bring some measurable snowfall for the Sierra Nevada. And no, you're not dreaming it here. We have been above average across basically the entire western USA, especially Montana. But look at Nevada and portions of California. Quite solidly 3 to 6 degrees above average across much of the state of California for the month of December. Only got just one more day to go. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are liking these videos here. I should be back on January 3rd during the normal briefings from my home. Gives me a little bit more flexibility when I'm at home here as well. But yeah, hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.